Hello, this is Tara Purohit and the topic at hand is project cost management. Money is like the fuel for any project to get going. The moment fuel exhausts, the engine stops, or saying the other way, the project is put to halt or abolished completely. This literally translates to the importance of cost management. This video is going to be about the major challenges in project cost management. But before we go any further, we must get familiar with what the term cost management means. The process of estimating, assigning, and controlling project expenditures is known as cost management. The cost management method enables a company to forecast the future expenses in order to avoid budget overruns. Cost estimates are made during the planning stage of a project and must be authorized before construction begins. Expenses are documented and tracked as the project plan is carried out, ensuring that the budget is not exceeded. Predicted and actual costs are compared once the project is done, providing benchmarks for future cost management plans and project budgets. As a result, project cost management is one of the most important pillars of project management, and it applies to every industry, including manufacturing, retail, technology, construction, and so on. It aids in the creation of a financial baseline against which project managers may assess the current state of their project cost and, if necessary, realign the project's course. One of the major budgeting problems is a cost overrun. Let's go on analyzing the different overrun problems in more detail. So the first problem is that the contract expenditure is excessive. Hopefully, you'll catch this before it leads to a significant overspend on your project. Your company has signed a contract with a vendor and the costs are starting to pile up. If your contract is based on time and materials or a fixed price plus additional charges for scope adjustments, this could happen. What to do about it? Find out what's causing the cost to balloon. Is it because your team is submitting too many change requests, triggering a contract clause that allows the supplier to increase the price? Is it possible that something else is at work? Whatever the reason, identify it and proceed from there. Involve the provider as well, so they understand that you can't afford or don't want to bear those costs in the future. You may have to renegotiate the entire contract, but it's better to do it now than wait until it's too late. Second problem: overrunning resource expenditure. When paying for internal or external resources, the expenditures can quickly add up. Even if it's only moving wooden dollars across departments, it's easy to find oneself with spiraling resource expenses. Poor estimates and too many modification requests are the most likely culprits. What to do about it? If you don't have a timesheet application, it can be difficult to drill down into the specifics of where a resource is spending its time. If you haven't been keeping track of your time, now is the time to start. It will significantly enhance your estimates in the long run. You'll need to get down with your team and forecast the entire project in the near future. If you can't afford to do all of the work you've planned, you'll need to have an open and honest discussion with your project sponsor about what can be left out of scope for this phase. Hold on, let me bring you to love, empathy, and project management. The book, which makes use of storytelling, real life scenarios, visual representations to make the concept more clear and more understandable. What are you waiting for? Grab one now. The link is in the description. Another problem posed is when managing risks is costing more. In reality, this is a regular issue. When you haven't budgeted for project risk management, then a danger arises and you want to take action, but you can't because there isn't any money set aside for risk mitigation or exploiting a positive risk. What to do about it? Think, is it too late to request a risk budget now? Or is it possible that your sponsor would be receptive to such a discussion? And it certainly doesn't harm to inquire. If you don't have any extra cash, you'll need to adapt your activities accordingly. Perhaps your project board would be willing to take a higher level of risk for that part or make a concession on something else. And the fifth issue is not able to track the expenditure. This occurs when someone else spends your project budget without telling you where it is going. And you only get to know about it when the invoice comes. When this happens, it's difficult to keep track of how much money is being spent and whether it's being spent wisely. What to do about it? Make a plan for how you'll spend your money and make it plain to the project team, including those in positions of authority that purchase orders must be tracked through you, even if you don't have the right to sign them. Let the finance department know so they can include you in requests and ensure that the process is followed. They won't be interested in receiving unpaid invoices either, or putting the firm in debt with unsuitable vendors. With this, we come to an end. These were some of the major project cost management challenges. Like, share and subscribe our channel. We'll meet soon. Until then, check out our other videos on project management and keep learning.